Hello, today we are going to be taking a look at a retarded video. I'm the executioner. Let's not keep these two waiting. Enjoy.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Questions and Queries. Today I have a special guest with me.
Hello, I'm Milo. I'm a non-binary boyish person here with Ace to educate you on pronouns.
God damn it, this is a shit they're talking about pronouns and misgendering people. If you really care about your pronouns, you shouldn't really be in society, one, because nobody gives a fuck about pronouns besides a grammatical sense, and honestly, I don't give a fuck about pronouns. If somebody misgendered me, I wouldn't give a fuck because, one, that's their own prerogative, two, I just wouldn't give a fuck. Like, seriously, I wouldn't give a shit. Let's continue.
As you all know, a pronoun is a noun that can function by itself in a word phrase that is usually used to refer to a person or an object.
You may have never considered the importance of pronouns beyond a grammatical sense, but
One thing I fucking hate, and this isn't SJW, is learn how to balance your fucking audio. If one clip has a higher audio than the other, balance it the fuck out. Unless you want to make everybody deaf like Helen fucking Keller. Just saying.
for trans people, pronouns can either validate or mock our identities. Pronouns are actually a very important part of gender expression.
Sticking to the strict male-female dichotomy that society has given to us doesn't always work for trans people, being that some of us don't fit the gender binary.
Thankfully, for people who feel like gender
First off, you're not fucking trans. I've done my research, and transgender people are legitimate people who are trying to transition into another legitimate gender. Not the 21 Tumblr fucking genders or 31 flavors you like to say genders are. And guess what? They're really transitioning into another sex. You are not that. You are non-binary. And I don't count a short-haired person as transgendered.
pronouns simply don't work for them. There are several gender-neutral pronouns to choose from.
The most commonly used gender-neutral pronoun is the singular they.
And yes, the singular they is grammatically correct. You probably already use this in your everyday language, and it's also been used by masters of English such as Shakespeare. An important note is that you still
I have a question. Have you ever read Shakespeare? He used they in context. He didn't use it as they as a pronoun in every single day. He used it in his writing style. He wrote it differently. He didn't intend for it to be a pronoun that everybody would use. He didn't intend that. He intended it for his writings and his books, not your bullshit Tumblr shit.
use the singular they grammatically as a plural subject, matching it with plural verbs.
But in recent years, other pronouns have been created for those who feel that they is not the correct gender-neutral pronoun for them.
Although the concept of gender-neutral pronouns is not a new thing, we have several that are gaining more popularity as more and more people seek to break out of the gendered bindings of English. An example of a common gender-neutral pronoun is ze. The other forms of this pronoun are here, heres, and hereself. And
do you realize how fucking stupid that is? Here's herself. That sounds like her. That sounds like her, and you get triggered over that. So why would you make it so fucking confusing? People are going to mistake it for the other thing. So, like, seriously, what the fuck? Like, herself or himself, like, seriously, what the fuck? You're making it confusing here. People can't remember fucking 69 different pronouns just so you don't get triggered. Honestly, for normal human beings or people who don't speak newspeak, we do not understand this.
another set of a common gender-neutral pronoun is e, em, er, ers, and himself. There are also several noun self pronouns, such as bun and kit pronouns, for those who prefer those better.
Another traditional
Bun in kits, like asses and Kit Kats? You mean that, right? That's the only thing I know about. Buns are asses and kits are Kit Kats, so I don't really know what you're talking about here. I don't speak retard.
pronoun that is used when describing trans people is it, and under most circumstances, this pronoun should not be used. It's dehumanizing. It's used by people who are so confused by trans people that they have to otherize themselves and not even recognize them as a human being, referring to them instead.
Know what? I'm gonna reference Undoomed here. He's a great YouTuber. Like, seriously, Undoomed made the point that maybe you should take the term it and actually take it back and do the thing where basically how gay people took the word gay back. Like, seriously, it's so fucking stupid. That's the smart thing to do. But no, it flies over your head like a fucking seagull. Like, seriously, why? Why? I think, like, maybe it would be better if you were to take it back. But no, you decide to do the retarded thing. What the fuck is wrong with you?
As an it.
However, some people prefer the pronoun it as a gender-neutral pronoun because it is a well-known pronoun that is traditionally used in the singular form.
But in actuality, all pronouns are gender neutral, just like all clothing is gender neutral. Anything that is gendered because the mass media and cis-normative ideas have portrayed it as such.
For example, I don't identify as strictly male, but I use he pronouns in addition to they pronouns and kit pronouns.
We'll get to Milo's bullshit in a second. One, ha ha ha, He-Man, who cares? Okay, one, why? Why? If everything's gender neutral, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? Who cares? Maybe we shouldn't have pronouns at all, and maybe that would make life even more fucking confusing, but at least that would stop your bitching and whining, but you still bitch and whine. Seriously. You really... Have you ever had a fucking cognitive exam or a CAT scan? Like, seriously, there must be no brain left in there.
And I identify as agender, but I use he pronouns.
Remember that using someone's correct pronouns is a basic sign of respect. Using incorrect pronouns because you think it's inconvenient to use the correct ones or because you just don't like the person is incredibly rude.
Why should I respect you if you're gonna make my life so fucking difficult just trying to remember all these fucking pronouns? Then what's the point of having pronouns? What's the point of actually being friends with you? What's the point of having you in my life if you're just gonna make my life a living fucking hell if you were in real life and you actually were my friend? Seriously, honestly, I wouldn't be your fucking friend, and I'm not being mean there. I'm just being realistic.
Just like you would feel foolish for calling your female teacher Mr., you should feel equally foolish when misgendering a trans person.
Just be respectful and validate people's genders, or else we'll have no choice but to cut you out of our lives. That one might just be me. I don't know. Okay, bye people.
So that's the end of this week's video. Thank you, Milo, for guest starring. If you want to see more of
I've had enough with these retards, honestly. Have a great weekend. This has been the Executioner. Honestly, they're just retards. Have a great weekend. Bye.